Have you guys ever had a babe come over that something was missing the next day?
And you can't tell her.
That's the worst part.
You start asking her.
That's something was missing in your own.
No, as in she came to your house.
Yes, and something was
the next
missing in your
day,
own
and then
apartment.
You are now looking the next day like, I swear.
Then you
happened
just
to
need to
me,
ask her, like, do you like silver watches? What kind of watch do you really like? You like it, right? Like, how
much do you really like
How
silver
much do you
watches?
like silver watch? Like, so where's my silver watch?
What up, people? It's your favorite podcast man back again with another one. It is Scenario on Deck.
And I'm Murewa, welcome, Koya.
And this is Menisms, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it is. Welcome back. We're glad to have you back. We got some special guests in the building with us, and we're going to let them introduce themselves and let the world know who they are.
So who goes first, here or me?
Anyone.
My name is Jesta. I'm a comedian, and what's that? Basically, for now.
All right.
Okay, all right.
My name is Kolamide, comedian, producer, and a stripper if you pay enough.
Okay, all right. So
You did produce?
Yes, sir.
I
You never
never
said
I
it.
shock because
So wait,
Not
no be you
music,
did
though.
strip? No,
As in,
that
that's
was
not the big ass
like,
stuff.
I'm
They're like,
shocked.
I don't
Because
trust. No, I don't judge. I've been
Fair
there.
enough.
I've been there.
okay,
I've been there. So that's why somebody did produce.
not music, no video.
Oh,
producer.
okay. Nice. Well, welcome to the pod. We appreciate you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys subscribe to all our audio channels, our Spotify, our YouTube, Apple, everything. We appreciate you guys. First episode that came out did well. We just got another episode that came out last week, so make sure you go watch it. And yeah, man, I mean, you guys, welcome to the pod. As we like to say, you have to be yourself, relax. There's nothing controversial here. We are just trying to get
Sometimes
vibes.
it's controversial. Don't mind.
Okay, now.
Oh yeah, let's start with some controversy now. So obviously, WizKid just released his album. How's everybody feeling? Are we team WizKid, team Davido? You're just I like music.
I like good music.
Like
I like
music.
music. See how everybody
But I
just everybody just say I like music.
I love WizKid. I don't think I'm an FC, but
Okay.
I love WizKid.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about FC, first of all?
Say everything for Nigeria is overboard.
Yeah,
I just
so
feel
they
like,
take
you know,
it a little
I like
Yeah,
the
it's overdo
support.
it,
I like the support. I like the fan base, but I just feel like
Crosses the
sometimes
line
it
sometimes.
crosses the line. Yeah.
Yeah, me,
I agree with
I'm just a fan of music in terms of just seeing how all of them started. Like, I mess with all of you. I beg. I know they pick sides.
You know what I think? I think FC people didn't actually start the journey the way we did. I feel like people who really started the WizKid journey with WizKid, watching them actually be from that
Like
EME
when
all
you
the
did
way-
lead City, Abi.
Yes, like when I feel like the people who really saw that progress won't really be as toxic because then music was just music. Everybody was pushing for
Like when you
Nigerian
actually
music
saw
to
everybody,
just
like
be
you can
thing.
say WizKid when he started at lead, when Davido was at Babcock, even when Bernard still did PH. Like
Yes,
if
like-
you actually
Exactly.
folled from then,
Yeah.
you're not worried about who's.
I think
who's
it's a
cool,
cultural thing because stan culture has come. So think about the Barbs like Nicki
Well,
Minaj
fair
or
enough,
like
fair enough. I think stan culture kind of
Beehive.
created that, yeah.
So that's what it is now. The internet coupled with numbers and stuff.
Agreed.
Now is all about your fave. What did he do?
What did
and
he
my
do?
fave.
Yeah.
So there's too much polarizing and competition on the internet, and I
right,
think
fair enough.
it's
I agree with
affecting music culture as a whole. It's
agree
a
with
shame.
And to be fair,
like you said, people that started with these artists, when we first listened to Dami Duro and all,
Pre-era,
there was no,
yeah,
we
didn't
just
have
wanted
that,
to
yeah.
enjoy music. When was the last time, my bro, that you just sat down and listened to music?
me
That
every
is,
morning.
I'm playing this because
Every
I just want
morning.
to, yeah.
Are you doing something else or you're just listening to music?
Every morning I wake up, my balcony like this before I go and get myself in trouble. I was about to say something else. I'm in my balcony, praising God, but I listen to music every morning.
So
that's how I start.
so I would say that we are that era. That's
Okay.
pre-social media. We enjoyed music for music before. we
What's
had to,
funny
like,
is when
listen to
albums
music 'cause
come
it was
out,
cool.
I don't listen to them immediately just because I don't want the social media to determine my mood for the song. Like even this WizKid album, now I'm still going to give it another week. I know I'll hear jams or something,
Over
but I'll
time.
wait. Even Ashake's album, when it came out, didn't listen to it at all till my time. And it's probably just, it was October even that I probably digested the album fully. That I said, oh, my masterpiece, because I'm now calm. One thing I was even going to say, and let me ask you guys' opinions. I feel like the money is what ruined it for us because everybody's ego started getting big once the dollar started hitting. Because remember when Afrobeats was like really popping off from like 2010 up, the amount of collaborations you saw, the amount of artists that would come together at concert shows and all that.
That's what I'm
But
sad about.
now, ever since America came in the play, like don't get me wrong, it's bigger for us now. We're expanding, but egos now are so high. You don't see those collaborations as much anymore, or guys doing shows
Yeah,
together.
there isn't as much unity in the Afrobeat scene as there used to be, because then it was like, as a collection, we're all trying to win together. Now it is, okay, now me don't reach Yankee, now me don't get this one. You get, and so there's this division. But I listened to the WizKid album over the weekend, and in my opinion, right, it's an album that I would have appreciated more if this was WizKid's second album, if this was WizKid's third album. That is, he's still coming into the scene. It was giving, I'm coming into the scene,
So
right?
sorry, this thing they go out now. Okay, now FC they with you now.
No,
continue, carry on.
I
No,
like
the thing-
WizKid,
the
but
thing-
I'll give my
yeah.
own opinion. Truly, so I listened to the album, and a lot of the songs are songs that, yes, they will grow on you over time, like how every Nigerian song is, right? But you can't feel that. I'll go just play the album. The album will just be nice. I'll dance once and that's it. Like, there's no part of the album that's making I need to play this song 2 million
Come on,
times.
these people
1
are going to
million
come
times.
for you.
No,
Lord.
leave him.
This is my honest opinion.
No, I respect it.
The songs on the album
I
are
respect
nice.
it. I
The
respect
songs on the
it.
album are nice. You get, but again, we're talking about WizKid. If WizKid announces he's releasing an album, there's an expectation I have, right?
Why is there an expectation?
Because I followed him from the beginning, and so I've seen him grow into the point that he is now. And so this new album I would expect it to have a certain level of value from who I know him to be from before.
The album has let me tell you what the album just looks.
Good, let's go.
Now, it's an album, and I think it's a body of work. The only
Naturally.
thing that the album lacked is the synchronization of the body of work with the title. But as per the music being good, like individually, they're wonderful.
Good. I like that you said this now. So you
Yes.
see this now. That's why I said if this was WizKid's third album, that's something a second album artist will do, which is story from the title to the songs don't really have to have any correlation. Right now, we know WizKid more than just an artist. We know him for his story. When he lost his mom, R.I.P., may her soul rest in peace. When he lost his mom, I mean, everybody we all resonated with him, right?
Exactly.
Now, you've named the album after her.
Exactly.
We want something that
So when
kind
you
of-
see something like
but then
mommy,
since it-
oh,
but
mommy,
then no.
oh, something-
No,
But you see, but then when I was going to ask you, what do you
story that will
expect?
captivate you.
But then that's what I'm
In
saying.
a way that you look at that
but
one
to
like,
you,
man,
but to
he took
you,
this
but to
story.
you, you're saying you want a story. But to him, he's probably giving you a story in terms of the kind of artist WizKid is. It's not by lyrics he go give you story, not the vibe, not the jam. So even these jams that he's putting, there's a low key story that he's putting in.
One thing, and
I
I
don't
know
see it.
for sure is nobody go they tell him say anymore. So
She know yeah, exactly.
she tell me
She
say
know
she tell me say
nobody-
there was no. So maybe it was his mom that was telling him all that time. And, unfortunately,
WizKid FC, I know that. I know
the album
the
is-
best.
I'm not sitting on any fence. Like I said, the album is not bad, right? I'm not going to look at it and say all these songs are trash. No, they're actually good songs. But like I said, as an artist, I would have just expected more.
But
of
do you not think the only? I feel like the only story. Don't get me. There's storytellers that are artists, but I feel like obviously from the big three, the main storyteller when it comes to music or artistry is Burna.
Good.
Because
I'll give an example.
That's
good.
that's a story. But WizKid's don't, like I say, the story is from the energy, the vibe in your music.
So, but that's I won't call it a story. I'll just call
like
it.
see that
I'll
dance,
just call
baby.
it
When
his-
I heard that song the first time,
Which
I said,
one?
"Oh, more, I never.
Which
I
one?
feel
The
this
dance,
jam.
right?
I haven't
the
felt like
cassette?
this in a
Yes,
while.
yes,
No,
I haven't
and
felt
this is
like
what I
that in
mean.
a
So
while.
wait,
Like WizKid.
I don't feel like it's a story. I feel like it's his trade. He knows how to get you on your toes. You
And
understand?
also-
it's
also-
always been like that.
Yeah.
Look at back in the time when he did this song with what's this guy's name now? That's what's the name of that club
This is
song
old
again? I
age,
forgot
we're talking
it.
about old
Yeah,
age.
it's old age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but go on, we'll help you.
But yes, so he's had songs that will get you in the club and you will vibe. There's no, if it's about whiskey, Pakromo, for example, right? Pakromo does not necessarily have a story around it. It's just we're here for a party. This is a party song. I will give you Owambe jams. You people will jam. That's always been WizKid's trade. He can give you that song that he's not going to come on the mic and start shout. No, but he'll give you the vibes, right? And so maybe it was just my expectation of where music is at now. We wanted a bit of you're calling the album Mariah. I was even thinking, even if it's just 2 songs you need that you take your time and you give us a story, I'll really go back, sit down and be like, okay, wait, first of all. So it's not that the album is not bad. I guess it's just my own personal expectation.
Fair.
I'm on the fence. I'm not an FC, I'm not an 01, I'm not but you get, like you said, Burna tells a story. Burna is the kind of person that if you listen to a lot of Dangote, if you listen to anybody, you know, there's stuff in the songs that is not just about getting up and vibing. So again, it's just my own music taste.
Yeah, I really feel like sometimes we compare them. And the comparison, is what makes the industry big. But first off, there's also a problem. The problem is that I look at them from different lenses. WizKid has never ever has never been a storyteller.
Which is
never.
Exactly.
He has always been the guy. He's the guy of the vibe.
Yes.
That's why the Gen Zs love him and all of that. So I feel like sometimes when we listen to his music and his album, like I fuck with Burna very well, but I don't listen to WizKid songs or album with the depth Burna would give. Because if we want to talk about Burna's album when it was this spaceship, man, it was like it was still jam in 2028. So, but I listen to WizKid from the standpoint of who he is, like WizKid. Because if imagine if Burna did Kese, I would be like, from when to where?
I mean, I get you.
Like,
you have a fair
smoke.
point.
So I don't like when people listen to in the smoke. Exactly. So people listen to WizKid with the idea of he no do this, he no do that.
I get you.
He named the album Murewa. No, none of the lyrics were here. My mama, nothing. I love you, Murewa. No, there's also girls in the single. Maybe you forget. Maybe say you both they make you forget. Say, bro, it's about Murewa.
Oh my goodness. But this is not a comedy show. Because you don't kill us already. But I agree with you. Very strong point. And I think again, maybe it's just me unconsciously projecting and expecting my own personal music.
I don't think that you're wrong.
Exactly.
My brother, I don't think that you're wrong in saying, because here's what, right? One, WizKid is one of the big three, right? Two, he's a legend in this industry. Three, he named the song after his mom. We all were there when his mother died, blah, blah, blah. As an artist, your art form is how you tell stories. It's how you tell your life. WizKid 2010 and WizKid now, they're not the same WizKid, right? So yes, it's not wrong to expect something from that, right? Now, hearing all the songs, we know that, yes, he's the club banger, blah, blah, blah. But WizKid, but, no, let's be honest, right? WizKid of Pakurumo and WizKid of Joro, two different guys.
People,
he's very much Oriental, very, Caribbean type of guy now. Still, if we at least make we just know something about.
And you know what? From what you've just said now, and I think that's why my expectations were drawn.
Yeah.
Because, like I was telling you, when you watch that progress, you kind of see him not get calmer per se as you go, but for every album that was releasing, you could almost see the maturity. You could almost see him become this newer version. For every timeline, even his features, right? With the artists he's featuring with, even the kind of songs they produce. When you look at Call Me Every Day with Chris Brown, you see a very different vibe than with Pakurumo. It's very, very like Don't Do.
I'm very confused.
You see me in the corner, Don't Do. These were jams, right? But you see, Call Me Every Day was given an entirely different energy.
Yeah.
So when you look at that progress, right?
You're saying it wasn't.
No, it's not. No, also see, even all the songs on this album now are jams, but it's not about the fact that a song can be a jam. It's about the fact that now, as an artist, your art should resonate more than just I hear it in the club, I dance. Especially because there was a story that we were hoping he would tell. That's all.
The only reason I disagree is because even the last two albums to me were not like. To me, this feels like WizKid is back in a way, like the way that party energy that you want. The last two albums, obviously, don't get me wrong, great songs. There was Thames, all that.
I see what you're trying to say.
But it was like chilled. It's like you're trying to go.
I see what he's saying.
ML, more love, less ego. What was the jam in that one?
Now, I feel like Nigerians, we confuse ourselves sometimes.
You're trying to do controversy.
This same WizKid changed his sound. When did this sound from the other side? We say, which guy nonsense? This one.
Funny enough, I love sounds from the other side.
His maturity is in class and style, not in the whole storytelling thing. I feel like, yes,
which is fair.
WizKid's growth
no
is
argument
like
there.
Class. He's like, is there anyone like braggadocious? He's that artist. He sings about his life, what he's doing. Even the Kese is about what he's going to do to somebody, money.
And that's what I'm saying. When I heard that Kese song, gave me the vibe of, do you remember this song he had? That's why I said, when I heard him, like, oh, you're back.
Scatter the floor.
No. It's not even a low-key song, but it's one of those songs you have to be a WizKid fan. CC Nene.
Yeah!
That was the feeling I was again, and I said, I said WizKid got
memories, right? Sissy Nene brings back some memories, right?
And that wasn't one of his main songs. That was just like, if you're a fan, you go jam.
Sissy Nene was one of those go not just okay, go down.
You have to go and
but you
find,
see
bro.
that sound.
And when you listen to Sissy Nene, at the time that he released it, right?
Yeah.
this is also the time One Day Cole was coming up with some nice jams. There was a way music kind of was, right?
Exactly.
And so then I think we had heard some WizKid, but there was nothing new at the time. So we're still then CC Nene dropped. And it was the beat was not aggressive.
For me.
Some beats, just something
But
you jammed that song. Any other thing you were listening to at the time, you could just put on for one side.
One thing I would say about WizKid though, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. He has the grow on me factor. What's the name of that album? Made in Lagos. When Made in Lagos came out, I'm not gonna lie. Apart from Essence with Thames and the one with Damian Marley, Blessed.
Yes.
I was like, which kind of album be this? What is this guy they talk?
But
then you give it a time, and then it's the kind of album that the music is just playing in the background. You are doing something else.
Then
you're just like, which jam is this? So although that's why I asked about More Love, Less Ego. I thought about that too when it dropped, and I was like, okay, let me give it a time. I gave it. They did not give anything. So,
and this is fair, right? So again, I feel like artists generally, especially if you look at artists across the world and how they grow, as you're growing, you first appeal to the entire crowd. And then when you mature, because I feel like what they do is they commercialize first.
Exactly.
Then they actually become the conscious artists they really want to be. That's why you look at someone like Kanye, for example. Kanye had that good balance. He had that. But as he's been going now, he's not only now really capturing his actual crowd of people for the kind of music he would like to release. If you look at Kanye from College Dropout, Late Registration, all of his pre-albums before he got even 8 and
Afrobeats. I feel like that's a problem we're also doing in this generation, where our generation now has become like a microwave generation. Where back in the day, when somebody released a song, released something, you took time to digest it. There was no social media. You weren't ready for everybody's opinion or clips, reels, and all that. Now we get the clips, reel that we're just saying. As soon as you hear the reel, I know they like this one immediately instead of digesting it.
Or you even like a song because of the reel.
And then I will say, and then even holding them to the old standard. See how you said even Kanye, College Dropout, all that. What generation we're still holding these guys to a standard, because whether we like it or not, we're the blessed generation of millennials where we actually got I feel like we got the golden time of music.
Exactly.
In any genre. We actually got the golden time of music. So now our standard is hey.
But they still have the golden music now, Charlie Poppy. Okay.
No hate to Charlie Poppy, please.
You know what's funny? Even his new song that he just released, first time I heard it, order. First time I heard it, I said, which kind of rubbish? Then I heard it again. I said, wait, I heard this for
No. If it's about great songs now, we have, and I think, again, of course, this is a very controversial statement. I feel like we all generally have lower standards for music and how we like and vibe to music. Because now, vibing to music, we have a lot more of the hearing it in the background now, even unconsciously. Yes. You can just be watching reels now. Yes. And I'll hear some which jam be that? Exactly. Whereas if I was going to listen to that on an album, I would probably skip it.
Bro, that's why I was asking you earlier. I feel like music has taken different forms. There was a time, we all remember, where you buy an album and you put it in your CD player and you are listening to music. There's no phone.
You're even looking at the CD. Time you did look at which track.
One of my first actual albums was Chris Brown's first Run It. That is, I went to buy the CD.
I remember
2005. Chris Brown's first debut. I went to buy the CD because then now you see a young guy just like you, be like, who with this young boy?
Excuse me, miss.
With you.
That album, the CD begged me. Say, bros, he hated to see me coming. He said, bros, I beg. We just no, we just I beg. No, we try to take break. After that, I listened to Sean Paul's Dirty Rock. I bought the same album as well.
I was giving
and this, like you said, and this is me just buttressing what you're saying. Then we listen to music to digest it. You really listen to it and you'll be like, even if you don't like, out of 15 tracks, you may like 13. The remaining 2 will just be, but you know that album, you rinse it, you repeat it, you rinse it, you repeat it. So I feel like now, the way music gets to us is also another thing as to how we appreciate it.
I feel like social media has destroyed
art. Agreed.
Also, I just want to just add this. Whoever is in charge of music curation or whatever, Nigerian music albums, we had a trend. There was one song that you dedicated to God. There was a skit.
Yes.
There was, where did that go?
Where did that go to?
Two-Face, once you start, nothing there happened. One song for God, 45 for Nyash, and then another one.
And where did that go, bro? Skit was always important. CMI's album. Skit was almost part of the entertainment. You don't skip that skit. That skit, you go, you go laugh, you go down. The next thing you move to the album.
not been doing recently in this Nigerian music, I feel like before every Christmas, you had one street song or one song that was like your theme for December. By now, see, it's already what? Today is November.
That's where they
25th.
give us the now. They don't
By
fight.
now, we're supposed to.
Don't they blow each other mouth? He's not my brother. He's my brother. You are my brother. You are my friend.
This is facts. This is facts. This is
They
facts.
give us-
Yeah.
By now, we're supposed to have December song. The only December song now I know is Bad Bitch Syndrome.
No.
What
that's
did
the
that
December
song again? She's a
Bad
bad
Bitch Syndrome. Bad Bitch Syndrome.
Syndrome.
Bad Bitch Syndrome. She got.
That's not.
You
a
never
joke.
know.
Do you know what's
I
funny?
wouldn't say
That
that's
song
not
can
a
become a hit.
It's a
Is
can
it,
be.
see you,
It's a can
person that has
become.
2 million on TikTok already.
Can become.
There are artists that are looking for that kind of blessing.
And we leave the music into the hands of the Gen Z to tell us if it's good or not. That's I feel like
I don't even think it's Gen Z. Algorithm. Because
Yes,
it's not
algorithm regardless
the
of the-
algorithm
regardless
now
of
that
the
tells
generation
you
era.
whether, because all people look at is stats. Oh, how many listeners do you have on Spotify? Oh, how many songs did they make TikTok for? Oh, how many? That's how you
know,
determine.
Compared
it's
to
crazy.
back then,
When-
we heard jam,
yes,
you could
now.
just say,
It will be your
like
own
there's
opinion.
one jam I actually played on that came up on my shuffle again today. It was what's the name of that? Yahoo Lawon, or what's it called? Yes.
Yahoo Lawon, Remy.
Yahoo.
See,
yeah.
I heard that song.
Yeah,
See,
yes.
I heard that song just today, and I was like, wait, so this
Where's
will bang
this
in the
song
club.
been?
But songs like that now, they will not push it. They will not give you the budget on radio to go and be playing now.
Yeah.
But those
Well,
are the jams you hear for Lagos. That you're like,
I think lastly, one thing I'll also say is the time frame or how long music now lasts in our head.
Yes.
If you listen to a jam in September, by December, you've forgotten
forget-
that the song.
You know what? It's
exists.
also because musicians don't plenty.
Yes, no, I agree.
musicians
And,
plenty
it's because
songs.
now releasing music is now a thing of if you be anybody, but once one reel blow, everybody now knows you. And from that reel, that song might be the only song that you actually has that makes sense. Because you release album now, the album now rubbish. But they still
But
got
that
real,
one-
and then somebody else will now release another reel, and you can't even keep up with the number of artists now. By the time you hear a song, you're like, who be this one again? And then you hear one name, you're like, how? Who from
no, there are a
where?
lot of Nigerian artists now. Like, I honestly don't know. And no disrespect to any of you guys because I know there are a lot.
Oh yeah,
fans.
of course, it's the hustle.
But there's
It's
some
the
guys
hustle.
like I'll meet out on night out or something. Be like, hey, what's up? And they'll be like, oh, this is this guy. I'm like, who?
I feel like
And
they're
then-
But then they'll
They-
not
they-
play
they
the
have to
song.
sing the song,
But
exactly.
they'll not play the song.
No,
Like,
you don't know that
oh
song.
shit! Now you. How far, my G? How you doing now? And they fuck with your song, but I wouldn't
you
have
don't
known
know.
it was
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But real quick, before we get so tied into the conversation, we're gonna read some comments, some questions from some of you guys that have sent it to us. So
Yep.
we appreciate you guys and keep sending in all your dilemmas. So first one of the day from Bankole. Good day, Menisms. I am really a huge fan of your pod, and I never thought I would have real life shit to ask you guys. So I was in a serious relationship with this babe earlier this year. We dated for 3 months and broke up 4 months ago. Before the breakup, we had 2 fights which stemmed from her having trust issues. She always had this inkling that I was cheating, accused me twice, and we made up. The last fight, which led to our breakup, started when she saw old WhatsApp messages of me asking for sex from a girl I was in a Friends with Benefits about 5 years ago. She started to accuse me again of just wanting her for sex. We eventually broke up after this. I actually cared about her and wanted a serious relationship for real, but I just had to let her go because I really can't deal with a babe with trust issues. Fast forward to last week, 4 months after the breakup, she began to chat me up again, claiming she was seeing a new guy. She eventually sent me a long epistle yesterday stating that she had been battling with trust issues due to her previous relationships and she should have handled the relationship better. She also acknowledged the fact that I was a good boyfriend to her and she said she shouldn't have judged me so harshly and she wants to go back. Do you think I should give her a chance? I'm currently single and actually looking for something serious. So... Let's hear your thoughts.
Wait first.
That guy,
Let's-
cheats, he still the same message.
Wait.
I was trying to clarify that, but I think the
no,
message
she
is that
said it
they
was-
were old
She
messages.
said she said the last fights came from when she saw old WhatsApp messages of me asking for sex from a girl I was in friends with Benefit 4 or 5 years ago.
How old are
Bro,
the
they
messages?
run. The guy should run because that girl is mad.
Yeah,
How
no,
did
no,
you
no,
even
no.
find
Why do you
messages
think so?
from
No,
5
yes,
years ago?
She left him.
Let's explain it. So those messages were old messages, but the messages were making her feel that
This
for you to
guy.
be asking for sex like this, are you sure there are no other girls so that you're also so the
From
thing don't
5
trigger
years ago.
something
From 5
from 5
years
years
Come
ago.
on now.
No, but not be waiting this message. they
No,
talk.
that's what
again.
she said,
That
no.
was, he said his old WhatsApp messages.
She
Old
saw
WhatsApp messages
Yes.
when
of him asking a girl he was doing something 5 years ago.
Regardless,
Old
the
were these
messages are old.
5 years ago.
Regardless, the messages are older than their
So
relationship.
imagine
Were those messages 5 years ago?
yes.
Yes.
So imagine you go on WhatsApp
Even if it
now,
was
you
1
go
year
see
ago.
one
It
baby.
was
So
It
what
was-
you are thinking
it was
is
before
the
like-
girl was from 5 years ago and is asking for now.
No,
Yes.
no. That's what I thought at first as well, but I
The
read it again.
messages are from 5 years ago.
Yes.
Me, I think the girl, right, has seen that she has a fault. So she's been with this nigga. Let's say he's a fresh boy and he looks like he can get girls, right? She has trust issues, whatever. She's gone and done her thing. They've broken up. How are you in another talking stage? And then texting me 4 months after our breakup, I think you are a
This
good
is-
boyfriend. She did Chris. Nah, there's something wrong with her, bro. And she wrong.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that because that's clearly signs of
Yeah.
she's going to destroy
I'm trying to
him.
find the good from the girl's angle.
I know you're trying to, but there's
So
no.
I said that I feel like, to be honest, once a babe gives you that kind of sign, then run away.
Just run.
Because you don't want to start spending your time trying to
Fix.
her trust or
You'll be her
build her
therapist, is what
exactly. You'll be her
can't.
therapist,
You can't.
and
You can't.
you're the one that now doesn't benefit at the end of the day now because you've used all your emotional energy to try and get this babe better. And guess what? She can easily leave you, go to the next nigga that you have
Yep.
now fixed for her.
The worst part is even that even after doing the time, you maybe start seeing small progress with her. You will now start really liking her. And that time
Exactly.
that's when she'll now realize that I'm not really doing this anymore. You are who is not doing this anymore. I go tie your leg. Let's go.
Me, I stopped being
What are you talking
therapist for
about?
babes after like I remember there was a point I used to be like a therapist for girls where it's like obviously you go do yanking, be like, yeah, you can talk to me, no problem, talk to me. Now go, now fuck that
No,
nigga.
I know I'm laughing and
it's
he knows
better
I'm
like this. Then meanwhile, you are trying to move to the baby, and she knows like you two are still talking, but she's not talking about another nigga. You say you play your part, you're single.
You'll be very
Then by
understanding.
the time you finish the counseling that you think, oh yeah, now my turn, you will just hear her say, no, me and him, we started talking again. And we
Thank
went,
you so much for being a
bastard
pastor,
of
doctor,
a-
friend.
Oh, you not see the worst part. Then she'll not even maybe she and the guy did together. I'm like, oh babe, this is the guy that actually remember I was telling you,
Yeah,
you know, he was there for me. You just like
Yeah, bro.
Gotta hear the
how far
gospel.
now? Yeah. God go punish you.
I can't lie. Sometimes when I look, they call me petty, yeah, but I used to do this thing. Like if that thing happened to me, I now see the guy, and I'll look, say, this is it.
Oh my god.
Like that was the worst for me. Like in fact, you know what? Lagos actually fucked with my confidence now that I think about it because Lagos actually made me feel like fine. Like you know how fine boy means nothing in this country now. So me before I used to think like fine boy
this
go
is-
help
this
me
fine
with the
boy.
way I'm already giving you lyrics, everything. You now see the next nigga just say that's it. No.
You know, that's it. His pockets are deep.
Yeah, so.
Well,
All right, next one.
All right, so we have this from the Tariq, yeah. Anyways, hey guys, a huge fan of yours. I've been watching you over the course of what I believe is 2 years now. Thank you very much. I'm in my teens and I was wondering, sorry, let's pause for a second. I'm in my teens. You've been watching for how long now? This show is supposed to be 18 plus, please. Let's be careful on this, we're not
16. She was 16
Anyways.
plus it.
I'm in my teens and I was wondering if you would do an episode regarding transitioning into adulthood. As a young person myself in my third year at 19, okay. I'm just 17.
30 and 19, Jesus Christ.
I would like, that's actually normal in Nigeria. We'll talk about that later. I would like to have an insight as to how I can smoothly embrace the role of being an adult, considering we teens are not taken seriously due to us having teen in our age. It would be nice to invite a fellow teenager as well, myself in brackets. We'll consider it. Also, what are your takes on dating apps like Tinder and Bumble in Nigeria and even outside the country? Are they your go-to when you guys were single that year, and your advice for those that use it, or if you're against using it? Cheers. Okay, all right. So let's
look at the
There's
first
lots of
Whatever I
party
want
here.
to discuss. No, whatever I want to discuss. That thing that I just leave it for this guy.
There's
So
a lot
let's
of
do
unpacking
the
here.
first part. Let's do the
let's
first
start
part.
with.
I feel like so we're on the same page. Hook up, baby.
No. Like I wanted to
Oh,
ask-
I miss if I get
Oh,
my
yeah,
own to that experiences, don't worry.
No, but it's Tinder a dating app.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
We'll
So
get
let's-
to Let's get to it.
Oh, yeah, first part of the
first thing-
question.
so the first thing is about being an adult.
This is a guy, right?
I think she's a lady.
It's a woman.
no,
I think it's a
no,
woman.
no,
I think it's a
no,
woman.
I think it's a girl.
It's a guy.
Guy or girl, like, we're not sure.
Our
This
producer will
podcast
find
na
out.
ladies' or no be men's. No.
I just listen. I feel like
So
it's a
I
lady.
feel like the gender is actually not important, especially for this context of being a teen and trying to break.
No, because
out
I
into
feel
being
like
an
if it's a
adult.
guy, the
a guy will not say
approach.
transitioning into adulthood. This is
Why not?
Why not?
Ah.
Why not?
He's a
Now you're
teenage
touching
boy
my
now.
No be English. No be English. No
I
be
feel like
English.
it's more girly. I feel
Nah,
like it's a
no,
girl.
it's gender. This is gender
Yes.
neutral. Anyways,
'Cause-
so the person says that they're trying to transition smoothly into being an adult, considering that they still have teen in their age and they know that with the whole societal thing, when everybody has teen, I used to be picking, now you're still a small child.
Yeah.
My own personal take is the age thing to Nigerians though only matters when your money is not plenty and you're not taking care of them. We've seen 19-year-olds that you are rich enough to be taking care of your father and mother. At that point, they don't think you as a child anymore.
Depends. Oh.
No? Tell me,
It depends. Oh.
African family,
No,
they don't see you
It-
as a child.
I agree.
anymore
I agree
if
to
you are
an
the one paying
extent,
the
but then it
bills.
also depends on your family background also. So, for example, now if you're the breadwinner that your parents didn't have a lot now at 19, who wants to say anything to you? But if you now end up having bar at 19 now, like look at Davido now, for example, he got bar early in 1920. Pops is still
but
selling
his dad is
his-
of course. His,
So that's what I'm
his father
saying.
is still his,
Yeah,
Even though
so-
that's a billionaire is actually, but I mean, it's a good family that at least can still support you. If you
Yeah.
have that, then
They still-
levels
they'll
might
still
still
stay
there.
with
no,
boy.
which is why I say, I said if you're the kind of child that you're paying the parents' bills now, that is, you're taking care of them now. They are now your
Now
responsibility.
that time your daddy go call you my brother.
So although that's not the only way, I mean, I think again, one thing about this is don't rush into adulthood. That's what
Exactly
now
what I
person
wanted to
say.
say.
Don't rush to adulthood. There's no we're all there
Don't
where
rush, man.
by 19 you're like, what do you mean? Is it because I'm young? Well, I can't wait to be old. Wait to be old though. Wait till
Yeah,
they
so-
see for this adulthood.
Bro,
No.
not
Another
say
thing-
What do you
adulthood
want
and
to say?
scam.
What do you want to say?
Another thing I feel tell them now, if you make friends with people who are older than you.
Yes.
It
When I
helps,
was like
yes, it
17,
helps.
18, I had friends that were 27.
25, 26,
and then they
yeah.
let me know, say, when you enter university, say you go there. So I knew some things, and those things go make you mature normally. Because
Yeah.
if you say I'd be 17, I get like 17-year-old friends. We all the think on our level. So because I feel like this person wants to, transition into adulthood, make them not look like less. Also, he needs to read. You need to
Well,
read.
good.
Yes,
Good
you need to
advice.
read
agree.
Good
because
advice.
reading.
Great
if you-
advice. Great
like,
advice.
People view you in the society according to the level of your intellect, no matter your age. If what they come up for your mouth makes sense. Even if they say this boy at 12, you mean they made that 12-year-old boy can't give me advice or So I feel like it's not just about your swag, because no matter how
Swag
a
is the
17-year-old or
last thing.
18-year-old
Yeah.
swags or 19, they swag for me.
Yeah.
My bag will not say you be smally, and I
Yeah.
go look you like that. But if your head strong, like
Yeah.
this boy.
I think also
You follow.
another thing is making sure you, like, summertime break, try and get work somewhere.
Very important.
See, that working
Very
somewhere
important.
exposes you to those adults that you already see. Not just that, it exposes you to what the adult scene of a
Yes.
daily adult life is like.
is like
And so you see people that are hustling, I want to meet deadline, I want to do this. By the time you expose things like that, there's a perception of how you are in school. Because now the people that are using school to play,
yes.
you've seen that. If I use school to play, I've seen one bro, and they said it's the lowest ranking at the office. Why? Not to finish school well.
Yes, exactly.
So perspective on life starts to change.
True.
If you make sure that you work, at least it doesn't have to be well-paying jobs. Forget about the pay. What you're there for is the experience.
Experience. Yeah.
And so when you get there, you just watch how things work. See where you can put in your inputs. The thing about being relevant, imagine as a 19-year-old now, you go to an office where it's mostly 30 plus people there. But then, of course, by being young, there are certain inputs you have. Maybe they have an aspect of marketing that has to do with social media.
yeah.
And you are the one that is more versatile. And you're like, oh, actually, you know what, guys? I think the best way to go about this is this. And you see everybody listening to
Listening
you.
to you.
You see, there's a way you understand that.
Increases your confidence.
Like you said,
Boosts your
exactly like
morale.
you said, the things that come out of your mouth
Exactly.
would give you this audience with people that age did not matter at that point.
Exactly.
So, again, we've said several things here. Don't rush into the adulthood. There's no need. The time will definitely come.
So I feel like for the person that's 19, obviously there are ways to go about it with work experience, things like that. But I also feel like this is the time, like he said, to do a lot of personal development. I feel like a lot of us at this young age, especially in Nigeria, we don't really try to learn new skills that can take us far at that young age. It's like sort of later on now when you're like put in a corner that like, I have to figure out a hustle. Well, at 19, while you're in university, you still have that safety net. One thing I wish I did was really hone on certain skills. Like I had the hustle in me because I started my hustle at that age, but there's so many skills I wish I was learning with that free time. Like you don't realize also how much free time you have in university till the day you graduate.
Bro.
Till the day and I'm telling you right now, take advantage of that shit. Like obviously there's adulthood and all, but you don't realize that 4 years you're in uni is the most free time you ever have in your life. There's so many things you can, like some days I just look back and just sit and say, Maiwa, if you just sat down and just took 1 month of a school year, do you know what business you could be doing? Do you know what skills you could have had? But again, there's no regret, Sha. Like at the end, I'm glad I'm where I am now. But that's my advice to people. Like at 19, try and just hone in on those skills and try everything. We said it before in another episode about at the young age, try every single fail, because failures are really just lessons at the end of the day.
I feel like because you didn't do some of these things, we now have to bombard these teams. Say, Baba, if you sell pure water for year one, when you do school, carry blocks, fry. There were things I wanted to do, I couldn't do. Like you can build a house in your department. Like
No, because you feel
like you didn't do those things. You want to, Baba, do them. Can you work in the bank? I'm here to work.
So I have two baby brothers now. So my brothers are 22 and 21. And when I see them, like there's some days I just look at them. Like now, one of them just finished working at Accenture. Then the other one now wants to go and work in another big company in London. They look my life, say, Jesus. Wait till they do for 21 and they do house party. Come to house party, go rock up. I say,
No. But you have something you wanted to say, yes?
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, like, if the person's a guy, which we're hoping, there's certain things that I guess like in a biological sense, for transitioning into adulthood, there's also things, with your body, with yourself, with the opposite sex. So now I just gotta put that in there.
No, it's important.
It's important.
I know, that's why I'm shaking my head.
Now, wait till they make or break adulthood. So
yes, bro. So if you're looking at, oh man, the ladies are not feeling me right now, what do I have to do? If it's that situation that you're in, my bro, like everybody has said on here, relax.
Actually,
focus on the personal development, read, get your money up, get your business idea. Fail. All these girls, one lesson, girls know the finish, bro.
Yep.
The beautiful ones are not yet born.
Bro.
Yep.
Till next 50 years, there's girls still there. So if it's on that, because I say that because that's a personal experience of mine. When you were after secondary school, that jam lesson time. Bro, go jam lesson. Bad.
And you know what?
And that's when your eyes open because you've been in your secondary school
about to say
hostel, and they just say,
you've been seeing the same girls.
Wow, there's
like,
options.
Wait, so
Yes.
Options.
Meanwhile, those options are just one center.
Baba.
That's just one
center.
See, let me ask you guys a question. Wait, everybody here did WAEC, Abi?
Yeah, sure.
Everybody here did WAEC.
Yes.
Did you go to this Well, I don't, Egbon, I don't know. I don't know where, but
Not typewriter.
there used to be
No,
conference.
get me off this show.
There used to be this conference called We Are the World when you're in SS3. That you have to now go to Unilag. That all the secondary schools were there.
Oh shit! I knew
So
about that.
there's one we had. Like luckily, as soon as I came SS3, they had We Are the World, bro. When I say that they opened my eyes in Nigeria, I'll never forget. They gave you a booklet. The booklet had all the SS3s from every school. Then at the end, they said, "We want you guys to network, so just go and collect emails." I have never seen Nigeria like buffet. Boys, they run to every finger. Hey, sorry. What's your phone number? I'm in hostel. Don't worry. After hostel, like when you go for break, that should have the phone for at least a week. Don't worry, write it. I'll come and chase you. No, that day.
And that's even high school. That's what
I'm saying. That was like 18 for me, 17,
and the
18.
thing about even at the age of 19, you're not meeting people from other states that came to your university to school. You see people. So because before you were confined with Lagos, wherever you're from, Port Harcourt, Ibadan. Now you're in this university, you are seeing people from Nasarawa. You are seeing people from Zaria. You are seeing people from all over.
You just start liking nothing girls.
Okay, that's okay. You know what's so funny? Perspective now, because you guys went to uni in Nigeria.
Yes.
So you know what's funny? How you said I was nice because I felt like that's when I first came back.
Right.
So after uni for me felt like uni because I was meeting girls like you say from Warri, from Abuja. So it was late.
Just like
but for me at 19, it was like you go there, you go see all these London Nigerian babes. Just say, you're Nigerian.
Exactly.
Bro, comparing you to the Nigeria at home.
Exactly. That's the reverse of our own now.
My nigga, the first time you see London girls after you've been in secondary school here, their skin, they make up
Everything's
even
just
contour.
different. Meanwhile, that's their 5 over 10.
Bro, you know,
there.
exactly. You know, so the first time I
That's
talked to
11
babe,
over 10 for you.
the first time I talked to a babe with accent, I said, wow, no subtitles. Real life.
Real life.
Bro, bust my brain, but then you can't realize, say, okay, she'd be like 4/10 for.
No, but let's be fair. Don't say that now. Then you weren't saying that. You know
Of
what?
course,
I
now.
said wisdom now. You know that you go
he
shake
said you
for.
get to realize. He said you get to realize over
At the end, I
time.
would have sold my father's house for that 4/10.
Bro.
I don't mind.
Bro, there's one girl. You just Jesus. I was so stupid. There was one day. Yeah, Mom C had this like old Range Rover. Like when we first moved to Niger, my uncle gave my mom C a car. So it was this old Range Rover. So my mom C had her other car. So the Range Rover she'll let me use like on weekends if I really need a car to be around the area. There was one IJGB babe that came for Christmas that year. So I got stumped on her. So mom C had gone to bed early and all that. Stole the keys, all that. Went to go and buy for. Was feeling myself in the range. Now I had no AC. That's the only difference.
But
it goes suplex. So picked up the babe, all that, took her out, took her to 57 that night. I didn't feel myself, everything. Just, welcome to nice, baby. As her mom, she just called me at 2 a.m. You see, if I don't see you here in the next 5 minutes, return my car. Are you crazy? Or more had to tell me, hey, we gotta go. Like, why? No, my mom had an emergency. Don't worry, we gotta.
And this is what we meant by rushing into the adulthood.
Exactly.
Because now he was still in the car. Now, can his mom even call it 2 a.m.? Oh, mom, I'm busy. I mean, obviously, she knows I'm out. She'll wait till 6 o'clock or 7 to call me back. As opposed to at that time, she still felt like she had the authority to call you out or whatever.
Mom, see, they call me regularly as it. Even when I day uni, mom, see, go call me 2 a.m. Where are you? I'm like, Mom, I go out in England all the time. But guess what? You're under her house.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like, once you've gotten to a certain point, even in your household, the wisdom that you exhibit, because think about it. Times when your dad is saying something, you just throw small argument. Like, I don't think that's true.
Exactly.
I've done research on this thing, and you could just look like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially when you're speaking fast.
Now you are wise. Wow.
And all of a sudden, watch them completely be different. The countenance will be completely different at home. They'll even ask you, so this what do you think about this voting thing? Who do you think I should vote for?
Not my dad, you know,
agree
later. So you're wiser than me. Paying your fees.
But at least in that moment, you can tell from their body language
Yeah.
that they now accept you as one of them. Exactly, that's pretty much. So I think again, that's it. Just don't rush to it. The time will come.
So
and when it does, you'll be tired.
So real quick, let's go to the other part of the conversation when they talked about online dating now. So we talked about
we had
Tinder.
other parts, yes.
So
This is the real one.
I would like for you to start the way because I feel like you have a great story.
I want to say thank you very much for this wonderful. No, like in my head, it's like those places, man. They are rough, man. Tinder is not like a dating app in Nigeria. I don't know if it's like a dating.
When would you say you started using Tinder? Let's start with that.
Okay,
because
not
I
too
had
long,
my early
like-
experiences.
You don't long small. 6 years.
6 years.
Hold
okay.
on,
So
6
6 years is what
That's-
now? 6
that's
years
what
is
year now?
2016. Sorry, 2018.
No.
2018.
Yeah.
My maths, the old age just.
Yeah.
I would.
No, we're gone.
Yeah, and you know, because I've been using Tinder, I know to use them again by God's grace. God is my friend. Everything is all right now. All right. So using it has made me like, you rarely just see people who want to be friends. They just start like friends.
Yeah.
No.
Explain better. Let's honor. What do you mean?
Now let me
People want
explain.
to be friends and here?
You rarely see someone say, "I met her on Tinder. We've been good friends for 2 years." From here, because I feel like it's transactional there.
I get.
Oh, you get.
Wait, was she in Nigeria?
Now she no one can see you.
No. So
No.
explain your. But I think he and I have similar Tinder experiences.
For real.
We'll
So
talk.
I just feel like it's more transactional.
More transactional.
So
Okay,
you
good.
won't go there, looking for, I want to date this person, or you guys are having like this little talking stage. There is no possible. Like for me, maybe my own thing, I get the way I set them. I don't know, but because what I'm seeing,
No. You're right. You're right.
exactly.
You're right.
So I think
okay,
okay.
go
Go ahead.
I think that just because culturally or Nigeria, every platform that allows to meet, I mean, even globally, right? What these apps were created for is not necessarily what the predominant thing on there is.
Yeah.
But there are silver linings where I've met someone on Tinder that was a good addition to my career circle.
Okay.
That means like she contributed in certain things. She doesn't even stay in Lagos. Why are they looking there crazy? No, not be say that one's a no deal. She be there Abuja.
She was good to my career. So that's what you guys are talking about. Hi, I'm in entertainment. Can you help me?
No,
I need some help in my career.
no, but here's
Was she fine?
It's fine, baby. But wait, now what I'm saying is lack of maybe this distance. Now,
Right.
because now why would they really hold?
Right, I see what you mean.
Because they say she there around before.
We don't close
you
that
know.
deal since,
But yeah, I see what you're doing. I see what she's doing. I mean, when we were in the same vicinity, we linked up.
Okay.
And of course, because we know, she's in Abuja, I'm in Lagos.
Okay.
We knew that the time was limited.
Yeah.
We genuinely bonded on
Okay.
like things that were not
Right.
genital meet and greet.
Right.
So my point is, you can beat that flash in the pan, but most times when you go on there, we all know what we
So
see.
what?
So what-
Also, sorry. What timeline was it? Was this also the 2018 time? Was this later on?
No, so this was like 2021, 2022.
So it's
Okay,
not
so
too
much
far.
later.
Yes.
So what I
Much
was gonna
later.
say was, in Tinder here, like the difference at least abroad to here, because I started using Tinder maybe 2014. Jesus Christ. 2014, 2013, 2014. When it first, I still never forget
Yeah, I
the first
started
day.
using Tinder
The first day
2013,
it came out,
2014.
it they bust our heads for uni in England because it's just like, wait, yo, are you heard about this thing Tinder? Just match, and we'll see the girls in our uni. So we did match, saying, wait, this girl came to your party, or this girl came to your party. So it was actually like fun there. Now coming here, I will never forget the first. Like I came here, like obviously still with the abroad mind, like okay, you meet a girl. If you guys are cool, then you can meet up. Because at least there's some girls you obviously be flirting with, chatting up, but where you meet outside now, you be like, okay, this girl's not bad though. Like, okay, I can keep you as a friend or the other one. But in night, there's hookup or what are you doing here? I've only met one girl that I can say genuinely I wanted to date her from Tinder. And to be honest, the only reason it didn't work out is because somebody else came into the picture, so I was the unserious one. So that was it. But every other girl on Tinder, like I still remember, I can't believe, would I say this on camera? To be fair, I can say it because guys need to hear this advice, and I'm sure all of us here have been through it. You don't need to admit, but I'll say the story, and by your body language, I'll know. Have you met a girl, right? And it's not just a Tinder thing, but just in general, you met a girl, right? You're chatting, and everything is vibes and good, right? You guys finally link up. You go out one night. Everything is good. Conversation is vibes. You bought the drinks. Then let's just say it so happens, like, you know, she comes to your spot after. Or you got a spot together after.
Let's go.
Interesting.
You know, because you had a good night. Like, you probably even went out maybe one day before, a time before. But this night you've gone out today, everything's gone well. You've enjoyed the date, everything. Then, let's say that night something happens. Then that morning she wakes up. It's about time for everybody to go home. And then they hit you with the, so how far?
Ah,
I just drink water because.
So all my guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. They hit you with, see, body language don't get everybody. They hit you with that, how far? Now you're in a very bad position because if you fight back or start yelling at, because it can turn into something you don't want it to turn into. And then at the same time, you're like, if I pay anything, I'm going to feel used. Or I'm going to feel like,
Violation of what everything that the last 24
So let's talk
hours.
about that situation even right now. Have you guys been through that situation? And two, what was going through your mind in that
like
situation?
if I'm into that situation, I pretend like I don't know the meaning of how far. How far? How? How far? Like you, me, how? So that's because definitely when a lady tells you how far, because me now I'm very scared of embarrassment. Especially in my neighborhood, like we go no, this brother they carry a bag. So I'd rather just how far.
Just pay and just
then
sort it
I would have to behave like, but you didn't let me know. Da, 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 da.
No,
But
me,
then
I-
even
me,
if
I
you're-
don't,
even if-
I don't do that because here's what I would. So I didn't start using Tinder like I just mentioned. I didn't start using Tinder early. I started it later, and I kind of got the idea from my guys that boy,
This
you
is how
meet
Tinder
girls
is.
like
Right,
that.
right,
So
right.
my first experience, my first type of Tinder babe,
Yeah.
we were chatting. At the time, I wasn't even in Lagos. I was in Kano. So we started chatting in Kano. And then I get back to Lagos. She's like, oh, I want to come see you. I'm like, this guy is so nice. This guy nice with this. But on the way, when she was coming, and I told my girl, like, see this chat, this babe just said to him. He said, you be fool. So I kind of had the inkling.
Right.
And 2 weeks before, my neighbor, this thing where you say, do you? We just there for night now. You fuck me now. You're like, I say,
Oh
bro,
my God.
this girl, they don't care now.
They
It's
don't care,
their
of course,
job.
they don't
So
care, yeah.
now we can't hail the guy now. How far now? How was your night?
How far? How?
Nah, that's petty as fuck.
And
man.
you know
That's
the worst part,
that's petty
like
as
you
fuck.
actually as a guy, like it's not like you actually had that intention or even knew the girl was moving like that. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, you thought, okay, y'all
You
messing
thought it
around,
was just
you good and vibing.
And worst part is they never look the part. Like they look like a normal person.
Exactly.
Like, okay, you don't look like you're trying to how much for the night. You know, everything is going well. Our outing goes great. Everything. I'm just like
And I guess
The one time I experienced it was crazy. And yeah, we'll go on. No, finish.
I guess it's even worse because if during the initial meeting, you assume that kind of thing, it's kind of rude to ask.
Exactly.
Oh, would you
How
how
far?
much?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Imagine someone who is really not about that. Then I go,
Yes.
so am I paying for this? What do you mean?
And my
am I
honest,
paying
what
for
no,
this?
what? But here's what scares me the most. It's not even that one. That's even pre. But let's say in terms of, and this is even just for younger guys or guys watching, right before the act of sex. Let's be real, right? Right before the act, you would obviously have a conversation or talk about it, or you
just
get a
know-
vibe that you know
Yeah.
it's like it's on what's the word I'm looking for? Consensual. So if no conversation happened there, but it was consensual now, why are you saying after that puts me in a position now that makes me
Transaction
fearful,
has been
or
done.
I can even get in trouble? That's in the word, because she can get in trouble. What's going to happen? Can you imagine she's asking me for money?
Let me tell you a
Okay.
trick. Let me tell you a trick. I feel like
Let's go, legend.
no. Let me tell you what this thing is. You know, some girls from Tinder will feel like if I tell this guy, I'm this kind of girl,
He'll
he
reject me.
he might withdraw, and they like you, they want to bang you naturally. So they'll have to bang you first and like how far. So they have to benefit from two sides. Because if she knows that she will say, they really say how far money to guy where they made them know the two feel you. When she's feeling, she's like, okay, I want to run things with this guy. So after, how far?
Question.
I just
Question.
want to say something
Go ahead.
real quick.
Exactly, because even the girls where they on the how far world. So let's use how far as the
How
where
far?
they the how far world.
How far?
They also see a guy like, damn, this guy is cute.
Yes, they do.
I want to get down with this guy.
Yeah.
So they don't tell those guys you have to do this before we do anything. So they allow you because they want you. So actually, like you
Right.
said,
I mean, I see
But
that.
do you
I see
really
that.
want me at the end of the day if you are still making me pay?
No.
No, but bro.
one is
It's
one
a hustle. It's a hustle world
It's a
still.
hustle thing. Money is
Because-
okay. Let me ask you a question. Let me tell you how important money is. After you guys were together and did all that, if she just said, bro, I like what you did, send me your account number, you know, go give her. She go.
Would you be like, oh no, it's fine?
Would you be like,
yeah, it's
come on,
fine.
come
I
on.
enjoyed myself. It's okay. You know,
It's
don't
okay. If she's like, let me send you money, would you be like, I don't do that?
It depends.
it depends.
I just want to say to the girls of the how far world, not me, my friend. He said he, encountered such that after 1 or 2 or 3 alphas, the girl was like, "Don't worry, I'll give you a discount because I like you."
How far discount?
And you know, in the how far world, there's 2 different how fars. There's how far as in HOW, then there's how far HW.
Hey, HOW. This still reason with you.
Yeah.
HW.
FA, no
Alpha.
That is without question mark.
Yeah, so
They also,
You know the
you
reason
need to watch how the
anything.
alpha is coming. If the alpha is coming with a smile on her face, you can talk.
Yes.
But when the alpha is coming with
Alpha.
a chewing gum you never saw.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Try. So what's in the happen?
nah.
Alpha.
Especially
Alpha.
if she don't even already wear clothes before you wake up.
Yes. Alpha.
Nah,
Bro,
nah.
have you been,
Nah.
nigga? Have you been when you're like this? You're just sleeping.
And then they tap.
You just wait.
Yes.
tap you.
Uh-huh.
In how far? Alpha. And
Yes.
you're just there in the bed like this. So just you even.
And that alpha is really quick.
Yeah.
They never break.
They never
Yeah,
It's
break.
still very
So now
dark.
you have
It's
to
still
pretend that you are sleeping for 3 hours.
for, yeah,
And
I'm calling the police. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
you know when you fake sleep, that even when they're tapping you, go just firm it. You just firm it.
yes,
and then
now
tap
you
it.
firm it. You firm it. And you now try to gauge. Okay, what's our next step now? Because as you are forming that sleep, you are trying to hear the footsteps.
Exactly.
Make you know, say this girl won't maybe run, come out, carry my house key go.
Yeah, or she want you that kitchen go carry knife.
Exactly.
So the only time you don't pretend like you're sleeping is when she leaves that place.
Yes,
Alpha,
you
don't-
know-
So this is why I said.
Where are you going to? Kitchen. Hey, Alpha, come. Which bank?
Guy, you know one thing? I can't.
Oh my days! I am
Sorry.
screaming.
Sorry,
I am
this remind
actually
me
there.
in that situation. When I was in that situation, what I did, I was trying to transfer, so I opened the app in front of her. But you know how you can turn off your network like that? So the Apple, so I now be going the Apple. I'm having signal issues.
Signal problem. There's network.
I can hotspot you. I said no. Let me try again.
And that's how you hear this. Imagine I can hotspot you. That is, I don't want to hear story. There's no need for you to tell me there's network problem. I came ready.
Have you seen the kind ones that you like? How far? And you're like, oh, no, I don't think that. Then she just quietly sits down. I'll be here till you complain.
So I'm not doing anything today anyway.
Exactly.
No,
I'm not doing anything today.
Let me ask this: Have you ever lied or fake gone out before?
Yes.
I don't fake travel. Like I've gone to the park. Like I've told someone I'm going to be. Like I bath. Like I just told myself, like, am I this foolish? I go
Bro, I really come out travel bag or put it in
close,
inside.
man, it's crazy. I have to go and shoot.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Too real.
I told her I want to go and shoot. She's like, shoot what? You didn't tell me. I said, well, it's just impromptu.
It's
They called
impromptu.
me at midnight.
Oh no, those like go.
At midnight.
Oh no, those like go say you have work and content shoot.
Yes,
Normal.
The message just came up. I didn't. If I was planning to rest today,
But I think I prefer the how fars than the ones that come and they like your vibe and they want to stay without, like, you call all the day.
No. Let's talk
want to
about.
stay.
Can we actually talk about
They don't
this?
even want
'Cause
money.
I've
They
They
don't
don't
never-
want money. They
I
like
have
your
to-
vibe.
Can you pay you
no,
so
can
you
you
can
guys
go?
explain this
You
to
even
me?
give them many reasons to go and they debunk everything. Like, I think my friend is coming. I can stay in the parlor.
No,
Or
wait,
my
but
mom is
why
coming.
do you
She
guys
can be my
know?
friend. I'm traveling. I can join you. Like, they nothing.
I've noticed something, and this is why I say we always say this thing about differences. Is guys in Nigeria that always have that problem about, oh, the babe doesn't want to leave, she stay with me. God forbid, if I don't want you to stay, you're leaving my house. So not this one that you're saying 1 2 days. Is my
enough.
this one has told me story, but there's
enough.
one babe I like.
Yeah,
She
no,
stayed
so-
for 2 extra days. Two
You know the
days
thing.
care.
So, and I think because I've thought about it, I've thought about why we are like that. So sometimes it's also to do with being a nice guy. You also don't want to
Yes.
see. There's something about not wanting to be embarrassed. What else are the same? Because the truth is that whole drama of you kick somebody out of your house, everybody in the neighborhood is kind of
No,
saying
no,
what's going
no.
on.
My house.
Your business is already now out. No,
It's my
no,
house.
which is fair.
Baba, it depends on the babe. Oh. There are some babes you don't want to say please leave because you know, say if she leave under your please leave, there will be no next time. And you know, say you need that next time. It's important to your destiny. I don't know why you understand me now. Yeah, listen to me.
He's right.
Yeah,
He's right.
and
He's right.
like, you know that there are some babes you have to codedly, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know. But if the baby, you don't feel like, you can just give her an excuse, like, I want to attend my father's burial. But it's already dead. He redied.
He retired.
Yo, but bro,
I'm
there's
dead.
another one. Like, maybe, it's a wild night. You just had that kind of night, and now you don't reach out. All your pillow just cold. Why nothing? You kind of just
Hit up.
now you don't target the time. Say at least before sunrise.
Yes.
Let this girl go.
Yeah.
No, I'll stay.
So like
I'll
max
stay.
4 hours.
Yes, but now it's bright, bro. You don't. In fact, the way you want it to be is that you just stay by the door. Say, okay, now you can go. But now,
Exactly.
because if people see you with the girls, okay.
So this is your.
Everything is, and if they play worship music every day.
Exactly. And the worst ones are those days where they wake up from morning of 6:30, don't prepare breakfast, and you like the food.
Now you can't send that.
You
away.
cannot say
Oh,
like,
but you're nice.
like, no, I heard this, I read it in better like she just knows what you like.
I say.
Everything
Now why you supposed to see guys? See, this is why you play the away game, so you are in control. See, these are boys talk about home game. Play, go to her house, so
Away
you are
game,
in
please
control.
don't play away game. Oh. You don't know who pay house rent. I beg you.
No, so what's your business?
That one has its own side, Sha.
for
See.
espresso.
See, bro. Even if all the time I'm an away game person, away game straight.
I
So
agree
for
with
me,
him,
even
away
if
game.
somebody's ping, at least I know every time by 6 o'clock, 7
Yeah.
o'clock, I'm out. If I stay longer, 1 or 2 things happen. We had too much fun. Or I don't catch feelings. Like,
No. You might not even catch feelings.
But
But you see that level you spoke about of you want to see her again.
Exactly.
In fact, that see her again might be the last time for you. But
Exactly.
you know you want to see her again.
it's just more than.
So you kind of you have to calculate it and be like, and those are the hard ones to leave. Because even when you do away match in her house, before she wake, you don't wear shoe. Right? But now you can't really leave yet.
Yeah,
because
you just
because what do you mean you
things.
just left my house?
Yeah.
You get?
Exactly.
Now you tap her, say, okay, I'm getting ready to go. And she's like, just wait a few minutes now, I'll soon be up. Even me, I'm going out. I bet you can talk. Even me, I'm going out. That one will make you relax. It's trap now.
Now trap.
It's to make you relax that, okay, she's going out. So if I wait 1 hour max, she'll get up
Exactly.
and get ready. That's the time she'll call in sick from work.
Damn.
That she's no more going to work again that day.
And then she go now offer lunch. Say, why don't we go lunch together?
Yeah, but-
Exactly.
Like, why are you rushing? I mean, I'm already about to make breakfast. Just chill. After breakfast, you can go now. I mean, I know you have a busy day. I'm like, okay, no wala. I will try to be like, you just ate, relax. So I've done, this is 12 o'clock. I have things I actually need to do in my day. And now at that point, you're thinking to yourself, is it worth it to see this babe again? I don't think I want to see her anymore.
But you might want to see
But
her
you still
again.
want to, but you're still balancing because again, at that point, you either have to now be mean and say, or that's when you fake.
I never,
Hello, yeah, no, I'm on my way already.
No, see,
on my way already.
that's
My
me.
son
No
Kolamide,
matter
call me.
what, you
Call me,
must stick
shout
to the
for me.
script. I promised myself, you have to stick to script. Every morning, you must say, I got a meeting, sweetheart. The only time I broke the rule, no go cast, but you know, the funny thing is, you know the person we did that year. She took me. I stayed longer than I was supposed to. Then obviously when it's time to go, we got to share Uber together because I didn't drive to her. She stayed far. I stayed for like that Kate Sangotedo side. So now it's time to leave now in the morning. We're in taxi together. We're just sitting in the back seats now and all. I was like, my wife should have just like that day even showed me like this is why you leave first thing in the morning and you don't because it's not awkward.
Yes.
Exactly.
When it's a baby, and not like you don't like the babe, but no be your serious babe you get. So what are we now talking about in the morning? We don't do all the talking all night. We don't talk.
Yeah. What me I usually do is even before I come, I already said I have to leave in the morning. I should still by 6:30 I'm out. Yeah, it's fine. Come. So what I do now is that even if you don't wake up, I don't go.
I've told you already. There's
Before you
evidence.
wake up, I don't
There's
go
evidence.
shoot.
I've told you
I
already.
don't go.
now.
Exactly.
This guy liking shoes.
Oh no, because shoot at the last point.
No, don't go. What did you call it? Where's my TV?
Shoot at the last point.
That's a question. Have
Sure,
you guys
that's
ever had a babe come over? Have you guys ever had a babe come over that?
Nah, you know this guy.
Have you guys ever had a babe come over that something was missing the next day?
And you can't tell her.
That's the worst part.
You start asking her.
That's something was missing in your own.
No, as in she came to your house.
Yes, and something was
the next
missing in
day,
your own
and then
apartment.
You are now looking the next day like, I swear.
Then you don't know how to answer. So
Bro,
you
let me tell you, Let me.
You know
tell
what to me? I
eh.
they use George. I look and say, which phone should they use? Okay, iPhone. No, she not go fit steal this.
But those is only add up. They don't add up
I
again. No.
know.
They don't add up again.
But
That's
that's
the
what I
way
used to-
someone who is holding a 15.
I don't see some
Carry-
girls carry 15 that I'm like,
Yeah.
no match.
Yeah, there's a disconnect somewhere. You're like, no. But at the same time, you can't really call out because again, you're not sure.
You're not
if
sure.
you're even the one, maybe you forgot it somewhere.
Yeah,
So
it
you just
happened
need
to
to
me.
ask her like, do you like silver watches? What kind of watch do you really like? You like it, right? Like how
much do you really
how
like
much
silver
do you
watch?
like silver watch? Like where's my silver watch? But another reason why some guys don't even want, you know it's weird. Have you ever had this feeling where say do on your A game, you know go home, you should go. You go wait for the second rise.
You know, be like, you know what? That was not really.
That's not really
That was a prelude. I
That
can't
was
really
a-
let her. I can't let her live on this prelude.
Only if I
usually
like
the
you.
time- That's usually the time they now want to go early.
No, that's only
Yeah,
if
I
like
agree with you.
I won't
Only if I
Because
like
you're
you.
like, there's no way. Today
I
I
don't
have
like
time.
you-
Come on,
I
don't do
don't
that.
care what
Today
you
I have
like.
time. No.
Call me what you want. If you like, go and tell your friend.
True,
Okay.
me too.
But yeah, you have to like the girl.
If I
too.
like the babe,
Yeah.
Somebody
I
I
don't want
don't
you to
really
go with this
give a-
impression.
make sure
That
they
no,
go
I'm
out.
better than
true.
this.
Yeah, if I don't like her, if you like,
Oh,
I lasted 2 minutes. Okay, please be going. Sometimes that to me is even so you can really go. Just go. I don't want to have to. Yeah. But if it's someone I like, I will convince her. You don't need to leave.
Come on,
What are your food? Order food.
Come on, there's
order
one.
food.
There's one
Stay
older
a
babe
little
I
bit.
missed work for. There's one time I was with one older babe. Now I did do my thing, do for nights. I tried to get down second round in the morning. Babe was like, "You had to go for work." I said, "Don't worry, me. I can miss the day. Don't worry. I'll stay with you. Ah."
I have one last thing to say about my Tinder experiences. So, you know how you guys spoke about you started using 2018, 2019. So he said he started using Tinder 2014, 2013. That was around the time I had created a profile on the app.
Exactly.
But I didn't really use Tinder until 2015, give or take. So I was outside Nigeria for a little bit, for like 2 years. I did UK. And while I was in UK, it was my first experience with Tinder. So I never experienced Tinder in Nigeria first. My first experience was in UK. And of course, that was still when the app was coming up. People were still meeting each other. In fact, in my same building, I lived in a block of several flats. And in that building too, you know, other people too are using Tinder. You see somebody,
So
this
the
person
5
just...
kilometer away was
Oh,
only
500
like-
meters. So I say 500
You can
meters.
calculate now.
Nah,
When I say kilometer, go on
Yes,
Google. On your house.
Yes, no,
far
you
is
know,
it?
500 meters. You're in this building. Okay, no problem.
I did my
So,
dining. no?
so this was normal, right? And you meet the person, you guys will hang out. You like each other, you don't like each other. You do your business, you go about your way. Nothing to see. In some cases, you see somebody you like, maybe it just doesn't work out, right? So I took that mind now, and I came back to Nigeria.
No.
And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, let me see what's Tinder. Okay, let me see how it is. I've used it before, I already know. I think my curiosity was more about the kind of girls I'd meet on Tinder. Of course, you see, if people like me can be on Tinder, there are also girls like me who will also be on Tinder. So it's very easy to meet somebody that's just like you. They're also curious. They're also trying to meet possibly genuine people. They also experience it outside the country. They're hoping it's the same thing. So that time I know Soji, I didn't know anything at all. So I matched with some girl, Nigerian babe. I don't remember her name or anything like that. Matched with her. We talked for a little bit. And then, of course, me, I didn't even reason. They give her a game. She was like, yeah, man, I like the way you. When we were now done, I was not like, okay, so when do you want to meet up? I was like, it's 45K. I don't think the gravity of the show.
When the economy
really. You know what? For me, I don't drop my A game.
I just 45 kilometers.
You're like, I just now question mark. I just put like 4 because I was like 45K. But she's like, yeah, that's how much I charge.
Damn. Yeah.
I had to call one of my guys. I didn't even respond to that message. I just called him and I said, sorry, bro, you don't use Tinder for this Lagos before. The guy said, Tinder in Lagos? No, come on. Everybody knows that that's... I just said, I've dropped a ball. Yes, that was when I started looking... I now look at the babe's face again. She now started looking different to me. I say, okay. And I started looking at all the people I was helping. I say, okay.
There's a way
it makes sense now.
This is going to be so bad. I'm casting myself, but I don't care. It was my past. Certain girls, their aesthetics, like you gotta scroll all the way to that fourth picture.
Yeah.
Because the first photo will be your best photo, but that fourth, fifth, you go see the kind of areas, restaurants,
background, you look
location.
like
Me, I always say,
why you go snap good at your back? Why?
or Heineken logo deal.
Yes,
where exactly were you at this point? What's going on?
Content with
What's
you do content. Why now?
My own is when I used to see certain days that they'll go and take pictures at the beach. But there's certain beach parties I'll see them at. You know what I'm talking?
Or even the kind of beach.
Yeah.
And the kind of guys who waited that beach with you.
It's either see my red flags. If I see a Legoshi beach side, red flag. I'm sorry.
2 horses behind. 2 big horses.
Or there's a way the big chairs are that is that plastic table.
Yes,
you know that one.
Yes,
we get home for me for umbrella. Yeah. And then the chairs around it to be it's all those fuck corner.
And she's holding a can drink. Like, who is this native doctor's daughter? Why now?
So many
now, please wait. Let's not judge. People cut their coat.
There's the other one.
People cut their coats.
You see the other. You know the other one where they'll be at certain beach parties. No, be my own, but certain beach parties where you go see the guys for background. And the guys, you can tell, you go see the chains, all that, and then you now see the white couch. Once you see that white couch, now you go say, I know which party you're at.
Yeah. Again, no judge. People cut their coat. You guys party how you want.
But there are still very amazing people on Tinder.
Yes. So no, there are even people that I knew.
The girl I met,
I know
the girl I met,
so when I saw them, I'm like, okay, so there are people who actually,
exactly,
you know, but it's curiosity. It's curiosity most of the time.
Honestly, I'll say don't use Tinder.
That's why. Let's close
try
to
Bumble. Bumble is better.
I would even say use social media. Like, bro, we're actually in Lagos is small, man. If you go out on a week, you can
everything is Tinder.
Exactly,
X
this is my
Tinder.
You can meet any babe you wanted. Tinder's from abroad.
FCMB ATM points is Tinder.
Everything everywhere, like you meet people, parties.
You know what I want to say though. So what social media has done, and that's why dating apps can seem popular, is that it's giving you this confidence you don't have in real life. So all the sweet talk where I want sweets, I can do it over the phone. But you see, the minute I have to use my actual voice, I have to be seeing your face while I'm doing this thing. All of my sudden confidence has dropped, right? And because you see now that you can create a persona that before the person gets to actually know you for you, they've taken the first impression. That's why you see people use certain kinds of pictures in their profile picture. You see certain kind of posts on their feed. Yes. It's because before you even talk to me, I want you to have an impression so that when I start talking, you've already put me somewhere.
Yeah, makes sense.
As opposed to if you see me in real life, you know how many seconds do you want to use to just...
Do you understand?
You don't have any
but the funny
thing
is you can't... That's what's so fucked up about it is you would actually get a real impression of somebody from the actual first reaction. It's like there's some girls now, I don't care how fine you look on this. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some you look like go say, But even from that, I've always just been somebody where I'd rather meet you in person because I feel like we, especially with social media now, to your point, Murewa, like social media now, we're giving too much power to these women. Before, we used to be the ones in power where we'll go and meet the babes ourselves saying, yo, what's up? Like, how far? How are you? And all that. Then the babe too is like, oh my God, they came to meet me. But because of social media now, we've raised their shoulder now saying, do you know how many men are in my DMs? And saying the most, or even sending me money just to say hello.
So, and that's what I was talking about, the positioning. And that's why you see that certain babes' profiles too. From the profile, you just kind of know the kind of babe she is. From the profile,
Whether
you
it's a
kind of get-
45K babe.
you
you
know,
know
whether
the
it's
worst part?
whether it's even a
You know the worst
alpha
part?
babe
You
or
know,
alpha
no,
babe.
but-
Or half far.
You know what's but even with that, you know a lot of girls now are packaging themselves well because a how far babe now can look like a Ikoyi babe.
And that's so
Exactly.
buttressing my point.
Yes.
I want you to have an impression before
Just
you
for
find out I'm a alpha babe.
Yes.
See me first as an Ikoyi babe.
Yes. So that the half far can be bigger.
Exactly. And so that you know
No,
when
but
that,
they don't. They're setting themselves up because.
but it works for them.
I was about to say something.
It works
but
for them.
it
It
would
works,
have
it
gotten
works, it
us
works.
in trouble.
Yeah, I just
Because-
wanna ask-
do you remember? Go ahead. No way. I won't say it. We won't get in trouble.
Nah, I just want to ask, what's up? What are you doing these days?
What do you mean?
Like work? Because there's something that I heard about you, but I just want to ask about your parties first of all.
Wait till you hear about me.
Nah,
first.
talk
don't
now.
give
Just
God forbid. No, God forbid though. Now what's
no,
up?
no, I'm joking. I'm actually kidding.
Oh no, work. I'm still doing what I do, man. Still doing my events, still doing my parties. I just took a break this year, but we're coming back in December. You know,
That's what's up,
Shout out my people. Sunday, last year back this December, baby. We'll see you soon.
Oh yeah,
but,
no.
but what's up?
I've just put myself in there. That's what I.
All right, cool. Anyway, so let's wrap up by saying again,
Yeah.
please don't use
You
Tinder.
know
That's
what?
our own
You know
advice.
what?
That's
Don't
what's
use
up,
don't
man.
use Tinder. If you want to use Tinder, please, all at your own risk. We would advise, please don't. Dating apps, honestly, they have their good pros and cons.
If you
More
want just
cons
quick,
than
if
pros.
you want quick, cool fun, and go and find Tinder.
Even that quick cool fun,
Yeah.
just
If you want how far, but if you want hello, meet in real life.
All right,
Alright,
guys. So
so,
make
yeah.
sure, real quick though, where could we find you guys? Your socials. You guys got anything coming up in the next few weeks, in the next month? What's going on with you guys?
Okay, so I'll go first.
Yes.
So it's kind of close. On Friday, I'm doing like this Bovi presents African Comedy Night,
Okay.
and I Barry Forever. Yeah, it's this Friday.
Okay, Friday date. Just give
Where?
them a date.
Where?
What date?
Where can we?
It's
Alliance Française.
Alliance Française.
Okay.
Academic Center, and the ticket is 50K.
Okay, so that's 29th,
29th,
of-
yeah, 29th.
Are you giving us tickets?
Yeah, but I think we have limited tickets. Yesterday was just 20 tickets left, so I don't know. If
And go give us one.
Sold out. So.
that's what I'm doing. Sold out.
How far?
Alpha, Alpha.
You be how far, guy?
So my Instagram is JESTA_comedian,
Okay,
and my Twitter is JESTA_comedian.
okay,
Just like that.
all right, okay, and you.
All right, Kolamide on all social media platforms. Kolamide with an underscore on Instagram. So a couple shows actually in December. On the 12th, we're doing something. Well, I can't give out too much details yet, but on the 12th, follow my
should be on the
socials.
lookout,
Yeah,
yeah.
you should look out.
Love
December 12th. And do you know what I was just thinking?
Yeah.
I'm more IJGB, yeah, those IJGB girls. Yeah, I know a lot of you looking to dirty your December. Yeah, just say a little hello in the DMs.
Just say
Uncle Shino-
in the DMs, you know.
Yeah, I got you covered. Don't worry. But
Not
I
how
wanna
far,
Say,
hello.
No, hello, please. Hello.
You know, UK, IGGB get how far, but in their own way.
Yes, Sam.
That's another
So we should
conversation
wrap
for another day.
this
That's
episode.
another conversation for another day.
But yeah, the shows December 12th, December 26th as well.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know,
19th.
Kolamide, yes. Oh
Okay.
yes, you got something on
Okay.
19th actually. Yeah, you got
19th,
something
19th,
19th.
okay.
All
so-
right, so lovely. Well, we appreciate you guys for coming on the pod. Thank you guys, and to you guys that are watching, we appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on social media, and we'll be back again with more great episodes. So thank you to our guests again. The scenario on deck,
And I'm welcome, Claire.
and we'll see you next time on Menisms.
How far, ladies? No, sorry.